What is going on? All right, so it's going to be a little bit of a story time for this. So back when I was a little more green and a little less experienced, I got really excited about Azure Cosmos DB. Part of it because of the name, just it happened like Cosmos. It sounds it's like it's obviously just interesting just because of the name. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm going to dive in. I'm going to work with some Cosmos DB. And at the same time, so part of the reason I got into this was because at work we have these innovation weeks where we get to spend a week on innovating and building some stuff that we think is going to help the company. And I was working with Logic Apps to move data from a SQL database to Cosmos, kind of like an ETL thing. And I was super stoked, and I ended up like building up a Cosmos database at work, and then at home I was excited, so I created my Azure accounts and created a Cosmos database, and I wasn't paying attention to the cost. And so anytime you're clicking the buttons, it's very important, even for newbies. Trust me, I've been there and I got burned, but I haven't even gotten to the worst part of the story yet. So anyways, a week goes by. I have all these Cosmos collections. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm clicking new, creating collection. And it turns out like at work, I cost them like, it was like it was over $1,000 on the Azure side. And then personally, I cost myself about $1,200. And those are the things where, like, I'm telling you right now, I logged into my Azure account and I was actually really new, so I wasn't looking at this this screen. I was looking at like the billing screen or something. Like I was looking at a screen where it looked like I was paying $0, and then all of a sudden I logged in and I got hit. It was like, oh, your bill is $1,200, and I was like, well, shit. So what I want to show you, this is like a public service announcement, is just kind of like the cost analysis and making sure you're not doing anything stupid that you're going to end up paying for. And I think one of the best skills on Azure is understanding how to use Azure on a budget. Because I mean, if you're at work, it's a little less, it's not your money, so it doesn't feel as bad. But that's why even like these little side projects I do just for fun, it's a really good experience because then you pay attention to the money closer and you're like, and you set up these things. But anyway, what you do, so like here at Azure, you got some resource groups. You come down here to the cost management and billing. And actually this is the screen. So right here, current cost, it was $0. I was like, oh, I'm not spending anything on Azure. And then all of a sudden it said $1,200. It's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So down here at cost management, you can open your cost analysis. And currently I've got just some static websites. It's basically $0 free to host these. Let me show you last month. Last month I paid $3.49 to Azure, and you see basically storage is free. I was playing with some alerting stuff that cost some money. And then if I go to custom, like last year I had some let's see, so we'll start from September to this. So then like you can see this, so in that total span, I spent $74, and then you can see the breakdown. Like $27 was Event Hubs, Cosmos DB was $26, App Service was $10, SQL Database was $10, storage was, so it kind of breaks down. And what I would say the best skill if you're just playing around is building things, throwing them up on Azure, just even some small, like I just have stupid, like just for the fun of it, I like just deploying this, or like I have my little Photon thing, like just small things, and then it's just good experience because it's like a little tinkering, but then you get the experience of, hey, I'm actually hosting something real and setting up cost stuff. Another thing that what you can do is you can set up budgets, and these budgets you can put alerts on them. So my budget is I don't want to spend any more than $10 a month on Azure, and I'm going to get an alert when I go over that. So I'm constantly, and that's the beauty of like if you're deploying, if it's using infrastructure as code, you can spin up resources and delete them very fast. So if that allows you to use that with really understanding the billing stuff, it's how you do it. Public service announcements. I want to save people from accidentally spending over $1,000 in Azure and having to pay that. It burns. So that was the rant and kind of trying to share my experiences with you guys, and I hope you learned something. See you next time.